Hey, Rose here with another online dating tip for you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to answer a question that was left on my video, and it was a question about why do I focus on interracial dating, mainly focusing on African women with Zungus, with white men. And for me, I feel like my channel is very clear. Okay, the description of my channel is very clear. Whenever I'm ending a video, I am very clear what my channel is about. I always say here we talk about online dating, interracial dating, and relocating. Okay, so those are the topics that I choose to focus on this channel. Of course, the person was talking about why don't you talk about Black Americans and African women. For me, I feel like that is now my calling. My passion is about interracial dating, online dating, and relocating. And I mainly focus on young African women because this is something that I feel like, because it's so much now on social media, people portraying this picture of, I'm in an interracial marriage, therefore my marriage is perfect, my relationship is perfect, look at him, look how he's spoiling me, look this white man, how wonderful he is. And for me, my channel is mainly to inspire young African women to find men who will love, respect, and care for them. And men that they will love. You as a woman find a man that you will love, okay? Because it's important that he loves you and you love him back. So I didn't really see any reason for me to focus on Black Americans, because for me, I feel like if you're dating a Black American, if you're a Kenyan, because actually I focus so much on my Kenyan sisters because I'm a Kenyan, but I also want to inspire other African women. That's why I create my videos in English. Otherwise, I would have been creating my videos in Swahili. I don't think you dating a Black American, you're going to face the challenges that the girl who is in an interracial relationship is facing. First of all, if you're walking down the streets of Nairobi with a Black American, you will not have somebody from across the streets, shouting insults at you and they don't know you, purely because you're walking around with a white man. Because this is what happens. I have experienced it. A lot of my friends who are in interracial relationships have experienced it. So you find that you're just walking down the streets, this person doesn't know you, and they're just shouting at you and insulting you because you're walking around with a Muzungu. So that is something that a person who is dating a Black American cannot relate, because nobody is going to insult you until the Black American actually speak and they can hear his accent. Then they will know he's American. And we know there are a lot of Kenyans who move to the US and then they adopt the American accent anyway. So that is not an issue. I feel like the challenges you're going to face, you as a Kenyan lady who is married or dating a Black American, one of the challenges you're going to face is maybe the cultural challenge, because this man, even though he looks like you, he's Black like you, he's not actually from Africa, he's not African. Okay, he's American, so his culture is different to yours. All right. Of course, there is also this beef Africans seem to have with the Black Americans. Black Americans say we sold their ancestors, so they are mad at us for that. Which anyway, I'm not gonna go into that, but it goes on social media. I see it a lot. Then, of course, there is the issue of the hardships that Black Americans have faced in the US when it comes to racism and things like that. Therefore, you might be friendly to white people, and then they're like, why are you so friendly to these people? Because that's what happened to me. My experience in America was not a good experience. And this is why I feel like I shouldn't be focusing on Black Americans because if I speak about Black Americans, chances are I'm going to revert to my experience, and then it's just going to be negative, and I don't want to do that, because I believe there are a lot of Black American men who are good people, decent human beings, men who don't take advantage of young women from third world countries purely based on our economic challenges, because a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of these people from Western world go to third world countries. They go to Philippines, to Thailand, to South America, to Africa, to look for these women because they just want to take advantage of them, because they know these women want to live in the US. They believe because this man is from America, maybe he has money. Um, so I choose not to focus on such things so much. I choose to focus on interracial dating. I choose to focus on online dating. That's what my channel is about. And if this is not your cup of tea, if this is not something that you are interested in, there are so many other YouTube channels that focus on different topics. But if you're interested in this kind of content, and this is something I say on all my videos before I end the videos, I say, if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So yes, there are African women who are dating Black Americans, but they are not so vocal on social media. Unfortunately, the women who are so vocal on social media are young women actually who are dating old white people. And this is why I'm here, to sort of like, because it's like they're trying to influence other young women to get into these relationships. And I can tell them for a fact that relationship is going to be very difficult. Okay, if you're a 24-year-old woman who is young African woman who is dating a 65-year-old white man, things are going to be very tough. And this is why I make these videos, to try and open their eyes and to inspire them to just go for love, go for somebody that you are attracted to, somebody that you are excited to have a life with, and you will have a happy life. Okay, so to answer that comment, this is what my YouTube channel is about. It's about interracial dating and online dating. I don't think I don't think I should change the topic of my channel. But if I have a question, a specific question about maybe Black Americans dating Kenyan women, for example, I have of course seen, and as I said myself, I was involved with one and things didn't go well. So maybe I can talk a little bit about my experience and also talk a little bit about the things that I have seen and the research that I have done. But other than that, my channel is about interracial dating and online dating. I feel like Black Americans and Africans, I think we need to have like like a big barbecue and talk and reconcile, because they seem, when they speak to us, even as you see that comment, when they speak to us, they're speaking to us from a place of like bitterness and aggression and let's be friends. Let's be friends. The only thing I can say is our experience as Africans growing up in Africa is different from the experience of a Black American growing up in America. Okay, so if the two come together, there will be a learning process. They have to learn from each other, and then I think it's gonna be okay. I think it can work. Of course, a Black American man can marry an African woman, and it's gonna work. And a lot of the good Black American men who come to Africa in search of a wife. Not these passport bros who are saying, oh, I want a doormat and I want this. No, I'm focusing on somebody who is like, you know what, I want to marry an African woman. Those men tend to read a lot about the place where whether they're going to find, they want to find a wife in Kenya or in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, in Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda. That man is going to take time to read about that country, to read about the tribe where the wife is coming from, to read about the culture, to educate himself about these things. I have seen that. So this man is going to be, he's going to be easy to deal with if he's really genuine and decent. he's gonna respect your culture, because maybe the reason why he wants to marry an African is because he wants to immerse himself in that culture. So he's gonna respect your culture, and he's gonna treat you well. If he's a decent human being, he's gonna treat you well, and he's gonna value you. And I think that marriage can work. I have seen marriages between Kenyan women and Black Americans, and the marriages seem to thrive and they seem to be happy based on what we are seeing publicly. So yes, it can work, and yes, there are Black Americans who are married to African women, but my focus is not that. My focus is interracial relationships and interracial marriages. Okay, so if you're interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, consider supporting my channel to grow, and I shall see you on my next one. Bye bye for now.